Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to FlatOutRacing League Season 27, Round 20 at Bahrain. We've got 1 light, we've got 2 light, we've got 3 light, we've got 4 light, man, we've got 5 lights. And away we go. It was a bit of an old, but we got a beauty of a start compared to Deadly Jason and Woods to my left hand side. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, into turn 1 we're looking for no wing damage or anything like that to keep it nice and clean and cushy. And as always, we bring you lap 1 as we always do, so sit back, relaxing and stick Kino and RC at the same time. And as anyway, sit back, relax and enjoy. And if you got Mary Jane, light that baby up. Yes, stick Kino and RC in the exact same corner. Thank you very much. But we got RC on the hards. I went a bit too far out wide there, man, but we are on the first lap. Tyres are not warmed up. Keep forgetting to take that into consideration sometimes. We got UK Demon down on the inside of the Fluky. Or is he? The Fluky around the outside. Me looking to make my move round Dino next door. I go onto the curb. Bad mistake. Very bad mistake. But I see on the hards he's not going to get the power down faster than what I am, even though we made that mistake. I shitbagged it out of there. I seen his arrows move to the left hand side. I thought he might be going for a bit of a fucking move here, and I left too much space. I should have just took the corner. And we got IC that goes past me. Woods that clips me. Give me a bit more room. I know it's tight there, like, but yeah. And we've got Kino right behind us, which and I think he was using the ERS. I wasn't going to use it. We're down to 76%, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably the most I've used in 1 lap before. And we have Deadly Jason behind us. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is lap 1. I'm just warming the tyres up. We're trying to warm them up a little bit more. But we have Deadly Jason. He is going for the move. That's why we leave it in the video. Down on the inside, Deadly. Go on, lad. I was in first gear. I didn't mean to be in first gear. But yes, he sails away. We are going to bring you on a skip now, ladies and gentlemen. Still on lap 2 though. Still on lap 2. And we've got Woods dive bombing Fuller on the right hand side there. If you can see it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it looked like a big old dive bomb. Looked like he ended up pushing Fuller further out wide, but we'll see it in the videos, ladies and gentlemen. Not a good view from me though. So he hit the turbos thinking he'd make it up on the inside of Deadly Jason, but he hits the turbos as well. So we did bring him on a skip there onto lap 3, ladies and gentlemen. Deadly Jason a bit out wide there. Out wide onto the curbing. We've got Kino way out wide as well on the hairpin. So we hit the ERS this time, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, we do get past Deadly Jason there. Just about. So we are going to bring you on a skip onto lap 6. It took me that long to catch Kino and that up, and is it Clem or Clem? I'm just going to call him Clem, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry if I butcher up your name there, but yeah, I ain't the smartest tool in the shed, mate. So we did bring him on a skip there, ladies and gentlemen. On to lap 7, we got Clem. Move to the left hand side of Dino next door. Kino got past Dino, but I didn't see it, so I couldn't put it in the video. But Dino losing 2 positions there. So we're going to leave you on board here a second, ladies and gentlemen. We are on lap 7. We are in P14 out of 18, and we've got Kino spins it. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see that from me as well in a bit. So we are going to bring you on a skip from lap 7 to lap 11, and we are chasing Dino next door down, but it is telling us to pit this one. So a full-on skip there, ladies and gentlemen. We do come into the pits, onto the hards. We got Oggy behind us coming down the straight, but I think we've got that covered and cleared. But keep an eye out on that man. He'll be in the video again later. So the aim is to get these tyres warmed up and beat Dino next door before he comes out the pit. So we did bring you on a skip onto lap 13. And if you can see that dot in the background, in the distance there, there's Dino on the right hand side there. So yeah, he did manage to get way in front of us, but like he said, you got to warm these hards up, and they're very, very tricky. So we are going to bring him on a skip onto lap 14, and we are at 1.1, and the exact same gap is what we left it before we come into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. So we are on 9% of VRS, man, and we're trying to get into the DRS of him. We need to get into the DRS of him. So we are going to bring you on a skip onto lap 14, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, we did manage to catch Dino next door up. It was no mistakes from him though, it was just a little bit better driving from myself. And we do have Woods in front there, ladies and gentlemen, my teammate. But he's going to have to go and pit again now, because I doubt he's going to take them mediums all the way. And that's my second exceeded track limits. I got this, my first one on the exact same corner. So we did bring one a skip onto lap 16. We've got Cully coming out the pits. It's mad to see Cully down this far down the pack. But it's just another driver that we have to overtake to gain some points. Well, everyone gets points, but the higher we go, the better we are. So following my teammate round now, Woods, who's in P11. So we are going to be on a skip onto lap 17. So we just end up following Woods around, trying to save up the ERS while using the DRS on him. But Woods gets out the way, and I didn't want him to. It's thanks that he did like that, but I didn't want him to. I was just happily following him, just trying to get my ERS back. But anyway, he moved across, we take it. We did bring you on a skip on to lap 18, and I've been round that corner 17 times and not messed it up, and practice and not messed it up. And then one time maybe on the power a little bit too early, but Dino next door takes that opportunity to take P13 from Tambo First Blood. You would have Kino at 9.2 behind us, so not a big threat, but might come a threat in a bit. Have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen, have to wait and see. We are going to leave you on board here for a second though, because I'm going to like Mary Jane, so. And I know I can cut off the mic and, you know, take that out of the video. And yes, I got an inside curb, ladies and gentlemen, at the DRS point. Yeah, it was my mistake that I turned too early, hit the curb. Bad mistake. So we are going to bring you on a skip from lap 18 to lap 19. We still are in P14. I'm going to say P4 then, but living the dream there, mate. And again on the curb, man, should stay off the curbs. We know they're bad in Bahrain, we know they are, but Kino at 9.3 was it before, like that, it wasn't a threat, but now is the major threat. But on the plus side, there's no plus side of losing places and losing time, but I get DRS. So we are going to bring you on a skip onto lap 21. And if you saw the last video, you know what's coming now, ladies and gentlemen. So lap 22, we are in the DRS, but look at Oggy there at 3.4. Keep an eye on the man. So we did bring you on a skip, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 23. We're not gaining anything, we're not losing anything, but Oggy 2.1. And we did bring you on a skip, lap 24. Oggy 1.7. So we're not gaining anything to Kino. I think Kino's gaining on the Dino next door. And another skip there, ladies and gentlemen, onto lap 25. Oggy at 1.4. He's using a lot of ERS to catch us up though, I'm thinking. So we did bring one a skip there, lap 26. And we're still stuck behind Kino, lap 27 now. And we're going to stay on board here, ladies and gentlemen, for, I think, for the rest of the race now. For the rest of the race, because this is my fastest lap of the race, but not the fastest. As Woods is holding that behind us. But he's on the sauce right towards the end of the race, man, so well done. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, the red X appeared again, but it was only for that brief moment. Thank God for that. And thank God I wasn't close to Kino, like, so, you know. Every race I've had it so far, it seems to be when I'm near Kino and Oggy. It was in the last race, like, but yeah. But Oggy there, 1.1. And Kino's got the DRS on Dino next door, but he has more DRS than what I've got. The lights are not flashing on back of the cars. It is on Dino's, but it is not on Kino, so I know he has got ERS to pull away from me. But unfortunately, if I just keep in the DRS, man, I can stay with him. I can stay with him. So this was my fastest lap of the race, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a 1:32.963. So not much faster than the previous lap. Although we got Kino moved to the left hand side of Dino next door. Not much Dino could have done there. I think Kino had way too much ERS, DRS. It was a wham bam, thank you ma'am. But Dino's got the DRS now, so maybe a bit of power saving from him. And we got Oggy at 1.4, so he has fell back a bit there, ladies and gentlemen. He has fallen back. 1.2, he is gaining it back though. Yeah, I just can't get on the power around them corners because it just feels like the back end of the car is going all the time, especially there and further on, as we're going to get onto that in a minute. I brake too early, way too early. So that gives Oggy not the DRS, but he's in striking distance for the next one. So here's where I normally lose the back end as well. Can't get on the power when I want to. This corner was no problem. I've seen people spin it out here as well like that, but yeah, that was no problem for me. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming on to lap 29, the final lap at FlatOutRacing League season 27, round 20 at Bahrain. Oggy nearly ploughed it into the back of me there, ladies and gentlemen. Either was late on the brakes or the brakes didn't work at that moment in time, but Jesus, he come flying in. But I moved to the right hand side of Dino next door. We're going up on the inside and I put it in neutral. That's the first time I've done that in a long time, a very long time. I just wonder why there was no power in the car. Yeah, I went down one too many gears there, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't done that for a very long time, get hit in neutral. But that gives Oggy the opportunity. Dino next door in front as well. He is losing fuel hand over fist. I think he's in fuel saving mode. He might be in lean revs. He might be lifting and coasting. We got Dengartis crossing the line first, but we don't know about time penalties and that, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll get onto the standings as soon as we cross the line. Dino a bit wobbly into this stupid ass weird corner. He's run out of fuel, and look how much we gain now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God we took some fuel out of the car, but not that much. I think people was waiting for a safety car, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't notice, there was no safety car in Bahrain. So congratulations to everyone. And yeah, I braked too early, and I didn't get on the power because I've got 2 exceeded track limits. That would have been a 3-second time penalty. Didn't want to get that. But yeah, Dino next door can't fight anything when he's out of fuel. Oggy 2 positions there on the last lap. So yeah, foaming at the mouth for the last, I don't know, since lap 20, 21. So congratulations, Oggy, well done. Unlucky Dino, and we finished in P14. So we'll find out who won the race. Driver of the day goes to Clem. I think it's Clem, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, but it might not have been Dengartis, it could be TT. But here's another Mercedes and a Ferrari, so that's Daniel on the podium there. Who did finish first? Who did finish third? TT or Dengartis? And it goes to Dengartis, Daniel and TT. They were the top 3, ladies and gentlemen. So like, follow, subscribe, and you know me, I'm Tambo First Blood, and I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.